You guys, this is a British pound US dollar daily chart, and it has been compressed somewhat, as you can see by the nature of the smaller narrowed candlesticks. And I want to point out to you this move that has happened just yesterday, or actually it happened earlier today, which is now yesterday GMT. And in fact, what has happened is the British pound has rallied from 7,800 up to 79.34. And what I want to point out to you is this, is that those of you who watched the British pound rally today against the US dollar should have been looking at this. You should have been looking at this high right here from January the 25th, this high right here. And you should have been watching price move up to the exact price point of January 1st, 25th. And you should expect a bounce, because I have told you, and in the class we did cover this, about who the contributors are and the flows and the funds and the banks and so forth that are watching that price level, and how the shift of funds can occur. And we absolutely covered this. I've covered this in every class, and so hopefully you made note of that and were able to take advantage of not only the bounce at that price level, but I want to show you this as well, is that those of you who have taken my classes also should have had on the long-term time frame, such as this, the daily chart, that goes back in this case to August the 22nd. From this high down to this low, price has swung back up 38, 50, 62%, and the 62% retracement aligns itself exactly on that previous significant high that is being eyed by certain participants in the market. That should suggest to you that a bounce can occur at or about this point. And in fact, if you will look on your charts, you will see that this high right here bounced at exactly the same number that this high occurred at here. We of course have broken out of this pennant and this tight consolidation, which is a completely different story, which we won't get into now. But what I want to do is I want to bring you down into a narrower view and show you to the price action of the most recent trend. Here we see the dark red lines are our central pivot points on each day. Each day is separated by a vertical line, and we see the most recent trend is up, and price is now, when price rallied on this particular day yesterday, when it rallied to 79.34, you can see it almost reached these thin gray lines. This is R1 and this is R2. It reached almost R2, and it has now settled back down. And those of you who have taken my class also know this. You see how price has come back and settled back down on the central pivot point, which is also a significant price point high on the previous day. And those of you who have taken the more advanced level classes from me should also know what converges with this pivot point. There is another factor in there that should converge with this pivot point in addition to this trend line. So you should know this. And what I'm currently looking for right now is I'm actually looking for potentially a small rally during London, and it may come up and test this high, but I'm actually anticipating the possibility of this trend line breaking, and we may see a retracement on this particular day.